What's going on, Ballpark Beef fans? We're back at it again. Just know that if Nick was in the MLB, he would be dumb enough to bet on MLB games. Roll that music.
We are live from the New Jersey studio. How's everyone doing today? Ballpark Beef's back for another episode. We had another week of baseball. We had a lifetime ban. We have not seen a lifetime ban in a long time in Major League Baseball for gambling. And we've had another week of football news or headlines. I don't know. Justin Jefferson just became one of the richest men in football. So we got a lot to talk about. And of course, I have the boys with me. So fellas, how was your week? You know, our weekly recap. How the boys doing? Check the mentals. How we doing, boys?
Getting hot. It's getting hot outside. But the week was good, Just same shit, different day. And happy to be alive.
Wow. Do you have a near-death experience?
No, I'm just happy to be alive.
Amen, brother. Week's good. I meant what I said in the opening. Of the three of us, whoever was in the MLB, Nick would definitely get in trouble for betting on games.
Whoa. You didn't say out of the three of us. You just threw me under the bus.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna roll you over then. Out of the three of us,
to be fair, I haven't made a bet in like almost a year or so.
Oh well, good. Save your money.
Good for you, man. Good for you.
Yeah.
Until
Wait
football rolls around.
until football comes and then I get those two 15 leg parlays that I dream about.
Until football rolls around. Man. But yeah, week was good, man. You know, it's good times. The weather's heating up. Feels good to have some warm weather now, you know. The warmth just brings the best out of you. You know, you wake up, you do your business in the toilet, you drive to work, you buy yourself a nice double espresso, and you just have a great fucking day. Honestly, you know?
I got a question.
Yes.
So you do your business in the bathroom before your doppio? Before your double espresso?
No, I lied. So, all right, I'll tell you my morning.
You're lying? So you're lying to the...
Listen, I'll explain my morning. So wake up, right? I don't need anything. I don't take anything. I don't drink anything. I get to work. I drink my espresso, my shaken espresso from Starbucks to be exact. And then,
can I interrupt?
Yes.
Can I interrupt? You have a beautiful espresso machine at your apartment, so you should probably consider using that, but go ahead.
So when I do have time, I do make myself one. Most of the time I wake up a little late, so I gotta, skedaddle. But when I do have time, I will make it here. And so I'll get to work, have my espresso, and then it's just like, it's like it's like a hose that just turns on, I'm ready. Run to the toilet, take care of business, and I am golden for the day. That's my morning. That's how I get it done.
Sounds so excited to take a shit every morning.
Dude, it's a ritual.
Should we go around the horn? I'll give you mine. So
sure.
I go twice. I'm like a double barrel. I'm a double barrel.
Wow. Okay.
The first barrel gets shot with the coffee.
Okay.
As it would.
Okay.
Second barrel is with the breakfast.
Okay.
Once the breakfast is in you, the second one's out of you. You know what I'm saying?
So do you do one at home and then one at work, or you're both at work?
I roll either way, man.
Okay.
I don't discriminate. Wherever it needs to be done.
Yeah.
If the shoe fits, I'm wearing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I feel. You know how some people are like, "Oh, I won't go in a public bathroom." Like, come on,
honestly,
you gotta be kidding me.
My first option is never that, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
No, like I have nice bathrooms at work. It's very peaceful. Like the cleaning guy is usually finishing up as I'm going in. It's literally like a cycle. Like I say, "Hey, what's up?"
A luxury like you do.
I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" He's like, I'm like, "It's all good." He's like, "Yeah, Poppy, all good." I go in, I do my business, and that's it. It's honestly, Poppy? Yeah, he's a Spanish guy. He comes out from cleaning the bathroom. I go in. It literally every morning. It's perfect.
He probably waits for you to get out and then just cleans it again.
Probably, honestly, I don't blame him.
And see, this is the beauty of listening to this podcast is you could listen to 5 minutes of us talking about our morning shits.
Yeah,
this is what you're getting. This is what you're getting today.
Exactly. This is exactly what you're getting today, and I promise you, in 90% of other podcasts, you won't get this. I promise you. I can promise you that within 5 minutes of the introduction, you will not hear about their morning shit schedules. Okay? But we're Ballpark Beef. We're different. We jazz it up. All right?
True.
Nick, we didn't hear about your morning shit schedule. So please let the audience know how you get it done in the morning.
Well, mine's just like a time thing, you know. Every morning, 9:30 a.m. I'm running to the bathroom, whether it's at work or if it's on the weekend, and I'm home.
On the
9:30
dot?
a.m. Just about, yeah.
Like clockwork?
Yeah, it's like a side job.
See, me, it's like 9:30, 10, like anywhere between there. Like 9 o'clock, get the coffee, 30 minutes to an hour, and it brews. I let it brew up, and then done.
See, so my difference compared to you guys is I don't even drink coffee or eat breakfast. It's just like an everyday thing.
Oh, I don't need breakfast either. Coffee's the first thing in me until lunch.
I just drink water, and then usually it's like an hour after I hop out of bed is when it starts brewing, and I go, all right, see you later.
Very interesting, this like clockwork business. I think the second the coffee touches my lips, it's kind of like it just something clicks in your head.
Yeah, it's like it's just this routine that starts your day. Like I was never a coffee person. I just became a coffee person, and my woman can attest to that. I hated coffee, but all of a sudden it's like I need it, and once I'm ripping like full speed ahead once I have that, and after the shit, of course.
And don't forget the top binner.
Listen, after after you have the coffee and then rip a top bins in, oh my god, it's like pulling springs in that toilet. You know what I mean?
Bins.
It's great. It's great.
We gonna talk about baseball at all tonight, or we?
We're
we
just gonna talk
topic?
about our shits all
I don't
night.
know. This sounds like a daily routine podcast.
Man, it's great. I'm having a great time. But let's get into some baseball. Of course, let's do our weekly recaps. Who wants to start? I don't really care who starts.
Might as well go from worst to best.
Jesus.
I don't have
We've
much
been-
to say.
Get the
We've
bad
been
news
doing
out
that
the
for
way.
a while.
Nah, we did best to worst last week.
Okay, so let's do worst to best today.
Yeah, I just really don't have much to say about this team. This team finds every way imaginable to lose when they have a lead after 8 innings. Mets not looking good, and I'm trying to find what the heck is today's date. Okay, so we've
Remember
lost.
Sorry, God.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. What'd you say?
Remember we were talking about their dominant bullpen?
Yeah, well, that's funny because it's not dominant anymore. We got swept by the Dodgers. We split with the Diamondbacks, and we beat Washington in the opener, and we're up 5-1 today. Mets just suck. I mean, from top to bottom, the hitting is inconsistent at best. You know, sometimes we'll get enough runs to carry us, and then our bullpen will give it back, and then, you know, other games will get blown out for the first 8 innings, and then in the ninth, we like decide to score 3 or 4 runs just to make it a competitive game. The Mets have lost, I think, 6 games in the month of May when they've led after 8 innings. Do you know how difficult that is to do? We're consistently blowing up games by the bullpen, and when we have leads in games, we're consistently giving it up. But in the most 1 and 2 run games, it's insane how close these games are and how often we're losing. You know, the one glimmer of hope for this team is Mark Vientos. Mark Vientos has come up and been a stud at third base. I am handing him the keys to third base. Go ahead, partner, do your thing. Brett Beatty has shown me nothing. He's OPS like 610 since his call up last year, and he's been a good defensive third baseman this year, but he hasn't been good at all with the bat. So I'm handing the keys to Mark Vientos. I love Jose Iglesias' energy coming in, just taking the second base job from Jeff McNeil because he's shown absolutely nothing too. And, you know, the Mets pitching, the starters are decent, and then the bullpen is blowing up. So it's like a broken record. One day the Mets will be good, and when that day comes, I'll be talking as much shit as I possibly can.
2 things on the Mets. I do want to go into this more earlier. I know we've touched on it the past few episodes. I want to talk more about like what exactly kind of rebuild did they need, you know? Something like that. And then I have a funny thing for you. So if there was so say each team had to have one all-star representative. Who the hell is the Mets all-star representative?
Probably Francisco Alvarez on the IL. That's our
I was going to say Luis Severino.
He's going to be trade bait. You want to talk about a rebuild? He's going to
Yeah.
fetch a prospect or two for sure.
Yeah. He's having a good year. Good for him. I'm proud of him. He deserves it. He'll probably make the All-Star team this year. He's having a very good year. Definitely above average. He'll probably get traded at the deadline to a starting pitching needing team, and he'll probably get paid this offseason. So good for Luis. He didn't work out in New York, but yeah, that was just my 2 Mets points for now.
That
I
shit's so
mean,
funny because
when
I'm thinking about it and I can't even pick an all-star.
Exactly. Like by default, yeah, you can probably put Lindor in there, but what has Lindor done this year? You know, he hasn't done anything.
well, Lindor started off incredibly historically slow, but I think since the beginning of May, he's one of the top position players in the sport. I think he has higher WAR than even Shohei Ohtani during that time. He's posting quality numbers. I wouldn't say spectacular numbers, but quality numbers at the shortstop position, playing premium defense. So he's going to accumulate WAR. That's just what happens when you play a premium position and play it well. So I love that stat. I love OPS. I love OPS plus, but I love WAR too. And I think Francisco Lindor has turned it around this season so far. So I'm hoping that he continues that. Pete Alonso feels like he's on the eve of up and down. He's the biggest trade piece that we have at the deadline. You know, you look at like Sean Manaea, you look at Jose Quintana, all those kinds of players as trade bait because they've all signed short-term contracts. So I don't know. I don't know who's going to pitch for the Mets next year if we trade all these guys. I don't know who's going to pitch for the Mets this year, to be honest with you.
Maybe you should try out.
Did I'd probably make it.
Yeah.
That's how bad they are.
I mean, I'd probably make it.
Nah, all right. Don't go that far.
What you mean don't go that far?
Don't go that far. You wouldn't make it.
Trust me, I would have a better chance than you would.
Wow.
On what basis? What's your claim?
Wow.
What's your dirtiest pitch? Oh God.
I know how to pound the strike zone.
Yeah.
I know how to get out.
Pound it. You could pound it, all right. You could pound it at 40 poo.
I would love for Nick to live pitch against us, and I bet I would take him 350. I bet I would, because I know he throws fucking meatballs, and he's gonna throw strikes every time, and there's gonna be no dirty stuff, and I'm gonna know exactly what's coming, and I will take him 350.
So you're gonna tell me that you're gonna sit there at the plate with the patience that you have?
Yes, because I know what's coming. You don't have an off-speed pitch.
All right, let's go.
Do you have an off-speed pitch?
Set it up.
Do you have an off-speed pitch?
Set it up.
Do you have a off-speed pitch?
Set it up.
Nick wouldn't be able to pitch to us. He wouldn't be able to pitch to us because he'd be laughing too hard and he'd probably doink us right in the ass. He'd probably hit us with a ball.
But I wanted to answer the question. Do you have an off-speed pitch?
Yeah. I'm
No.
not gonna tell you
He's
what it
got
is
a
though,
spinner.
because you think I don't.
He's got a spinner.
How do you even throw your off-speed pitch?
Bro, don't worry about it. If you want to see it, get at the plate. I'll get on the mound and we'll see what happens.
Shit, I'll catch.
You haven't hit a ball
catch.
350 feet in the last 15 years.
He's gonna throw like
That's true.
the most gross freaking just combination of whatever the fuck it is. That's gonna be his all. I bet I'll pitch better than you.
Sure. I mean, there's only one way to find out, Bert. You could talk all you want. Set it up.
Jimmy, I'm scared of because this guy throws fucking some weird ass shit, and he throws a little 3/4.
I promise, if Jimmy pitched, I'll give him like 20 pitches and then his arm is shot.
Yeah, but we're not talking about throwing a whole game here.
What do you think? You're hitting 350 off me on one at bat?
Yes,
Wait.
throwing a fastball.
I gotta go back. I gotta go back a minute. So you're saying that if you throw like 22 pitches, your arm ain't gonna be shot? As if
Oh no,
like,
my arm's gonna be shot at like
at
15.
All right, so why are you talking about mine at 20?
Because he's fucking sucking your cock like you're this spectacular pitcher. Dude hasn't
Well, I throw
thrown a baseball
junk.
as long as I have.
He throws junk.
Throw chunk.
I don't care if he throws junk or not. He still hasn't thrown a baseball in God knows how long. His arm's gonna be shot
No, but
after 20 pitches.
I still got it. Do you see how big my hands are? I still could like dwarf a baseball in my hand.
You never know. You never lose how to throw junk. You just lose
especially
your arm strength and your arm.
As your
stamina.
velo goes
What
down.
I'm saying, his arm is gonna be gassed after 20 pitches, just like mine.
Yeah, he's gonna
Bro,
throw junk the whole time.
I worked up to 110 pitches in baseball games, bro. You don't know that type of
What
workload.
year?
Oh, we don't need to talk about that.
2016.
Yeah, what year?
2016.
All right then.
2016.
8 years ago.
Something like that.
We gotta set it up though. We gotta do a Ballpark Beef live pitching day and post it on all social media platforms.
Well,
That shit would.
first we have to find a park that's like 350.
Well,
I got one.
Yeah, I got one too.
Yeah.
We're gonna take you to the Homer Dome at the JV field. That's easy.
Oh yeah.
That's
Count me
easy.
in.
You know where I
I'm down.
live? Let's go.
Set it up.
The only person in this place to even hit a homer out of there is me, the pitcher who throws junk. Go figure.
He is.
Well, I mean, to
the
be fair,
moon-
I only played there like twice.
You know what I'm mad
Yeah,
about,
moonshot.
Jimmy? There were some hits I had at ballparks that didn't have fences, and they probably would have went out.
And your slow ass got a double.
And my slots got double. But yeah, like there was like a few fields we would play at, and they didn't have a fence, and I'd hit a fucking cock shot, but it's not a home run because there's no fence. It would just keep dribbling, and I would be
He'd be huffing and puffing a second.
huffing and puffing a second, essentially. Yeah, I don't think I ever got a triple in my life. And you know how slow I was, Nick? They would always have a pinch runner for me. So there you go.
Because you were allowed.
I don't think slow was the factor. I think it was because you caught.
Well, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Because you were allowed to. There was a rule. It didn't pinch run for me. You could do the same thing for a pitcher, but
Jimmy,
damn well I
take
was on
3
the
steps
bases.
and you're at first base.
Well, I didn't then. I was a lot smaller then.
Mm-hmm.
Still small now, just not in your height.
Anyway.
Yeah, but I hit tanks and I throw junk, so that's the bottom line.
Well, you made it as far as we did, so
I definitely had the highest OPS our senior year, 100%.
That's not true. I made it past where both of you ended up.
We've had this conversation multiple times.
I definitely had the highest OPS my senior year. Yeah, on our team.
Didn't. I didn't.
I did.
You didn't get on base like me.
I had more doubles than you. I had the most
on base
doubles.
Bro, I hit 400.
I hit 340.
No, you didn't.
Stop capping. I hit 340. Go look at it.
Stop capping.
I hit 340 with 16 doubles. I led the team in doubles and RBIs.
You were
okay.
Ooh.
So let's hear about the Cardinals.
Well, let's hear about the Cardinals. They 6-4 in their last 10. Won a series against the Reds. Walked into one of the hottest teams in baseball and took 1 out of 3. And lost to the Astros yesterday. They're 2 games under 500, and they're currently tied for second in the division, 7 games back. And they are currently tied for the wild card. My biggest thing is, the Cardinals had a really good, last 2 weeks of baseball. We are just about a month away from the All-Star break. They're still under 500. The question is, do the Cardinals try and buy or do the Cardinals try and sell? I mean, what do you guys think the Cardinals should be doing right now?
I think we kind of...
I gotta interrupt you.
Well, nobody cares about your fucking 2016 stats, bro. Y'all fucking sucked anyway. Y'all could have hit 340, 350, 400. Y'all still never won a baseball game.
I gotta interrupt you, bro. I had a higher average, on-base percentage, slugging, and OPS than you.
No, bro,
all 4.
That's such cap. Where are you finding that at?
Clean sweep.
Where are you finding that at?
Clean sweep. I got the receipts, bro.
Because on NJ.com, it says differently.
I hit 388. You hit 261. I OBP'd 474. You were 407. Solid on base percentage, by the way.
This man said he hit 340 and he actually hit 361.
He shot 261.
I mean 261. No, he shot 261. Say
Sorry.
Oh, so NJ.com's wrong.
Yeah, these are all the stats from the whole season.
How many at bats are shown there?
This is 58 for me, 86 for you.
Okay. Look how much of more of a sample size I had, Nick. All right,
I had 6 more singles than you did.
What was your OPS?
I actually had 1 more hit than you did in 7 less games.
What was your OPS?
923. I was a stud.
What was my OPS?
784.
And I had 16 doubles, most on the team. 16 ribbies, most on the team.
So you were basically a double or nothing.
Doubles. You had 8 doubles.
No, bro, that's cap.
You're looking at your career stats.
No, I'm on senior year. This is legit.
Anyway, just know that I just sweeped you. I sweeped you at the dish.
Whatever I did. Whatever.
Cardinals, should they sell? No, you guys went on a good little run. Aren't you guys in the wild card hunt?
Yeah, so we're tied for the last spot.
I think this is definitely not a sell year.
I think they need to go out and get another pitcher.
Like I said last week, I think I went over this last week with Goldschmidt and Arenado getting to the age they're at. I think you go for it one last year. So, whether that's trading for some pitching, which you definitely would need to trade for, maybe get another bat in there somewhere. Because, yeah, you're doing all right, but the bats aren't the greatest right now. So I don't think it's a sell year for the Cardinals. The Cardinals are in a win now and figure it out later kind of situation.
Yeah, I agree. Because even though the bats are a little slow, they're still scoring 3 to 5 runs a game, and that's, to me, that's pretty good for what we have. It's just, can our pitching hold up for a whole game if we only score 3 runs?
Yeah.
But taking the loss to Philly, I expected that. We were lucky enough to win the last game in extras. But yeah, I feel like the Cardinals are playing great baseball right now, and they need to make a move and at least get a pitcher and maybe a sleeper bat, because I think they have a chance to at least make the playoffs.
I agree. Wouldn't you agree, Jimmy?
Yeah, this is exactly where you want to be. You want to be, in order to make the decision to compete at the trade deadline, you want to be at 500. That's the target. And then you want to acquire some talent, and you get those 4 or 5 games over 500, and then you're in the mix. That's all it takes. And the fact that the Mets have had so many close games and can't be in that position, the Cardinals are, it's kind of infuriating, because I think the Mets have a better team.
Wow, hot take. Hot take.
I'll take.
Hot take.
There's no way you
Talent-wise?
take that seriously.
Hot take. All right, let's go.
Talent-wise?
Let's go through it right now. Let me pull up the depth charts. Hold up. We're gonna go through it right now. Hold up.
We're talking about talent-wise.
We're gonna go through it.
We're talking talent?
We talking teams? All right, I'm gonna pull up the depth chart, and we're gonna go through catcher to outfield, and then we're gonna do starting pitching and bullpen. All right, here we go.
All right, listen, this is what we're talking about. Topics on the fly, baby.
Catcher. We'll count Wilson Contreras. No, he's on 10-day IL. All right, so we're gonna do Ivan Herrera or Thomas Nido.
We're going Francisco. We're going Alvarez over Contreras. First of all,
Alvarez hasn't
we're
played
gonna
yet.
pick players that aren't even playing.
They haven't played yet.
Yes.
We're talking about played. So
we're talking
Thomas
about talent-wise.
Nido.
No, we're talking about the current roster. Okay?
Yes. Thomas Nido or Ivan Herrera.
Tomas.
Whatever. Okay. Ivan Herrera.
What's your opinion, Jonathan? You're obviously going to be the tiebreaker here if we disagree.
Let me pull up the stats here. Let me see.
I'll sum it up. Well, Nido, I'll sum it up for you. 225 average.
I'm going Ivan Herrera.
OPS.
Yep, I saw it. I'm going Ivan Herrera.
Okay, 1-0.
All right. Next. Pete or Goldschmidt? I'm going Pete.
This year, I am going Pete Alonso.
All right, 1-1. All right, second base, McNeil or Nolan Gorman?
Nolan Gorman.
Gorman.
I'm going Gorman. 2-1. All right, third base, Arenado. Do you want to use Vientos or Beatty?
Probably doesn't matter.
Okay. Beatty.
I'm going to be honest, though. If Vientos had at least 35 games, I probably would go with Vientos. But since he only has 8
Arenado. Yeah, because Vientos is mashing.
3-1. Lindor against Mason Wynn.
Lindor. Stop it.
Mason Wynn.
This year, Mason Wynn.
4-1. All right, let's keep it going. Mets got to come back here. Nimmo versus Brendan Donovan.
Nimmo.
I am taking... This is a scratch for me.
So this is kind of... I guess you could use Brendan Donovan here.
I'm a scratch. I'm going to keep it 4-1. I will keep it 4-1. Center field, Harrison Bader. And then we're going to go Tommy Edmonds hurt. So let's do Dylan Carlson. Bader.
Dylan Carlson only has 21 games.
All right, we're going to take Bader. So 4-2. 4-2. Right field, Starling Marte. Lars Newbert's hurt. We're going to go Alec Burleson. I am going to take Starling Marte. So 4-3. It's tight here. Super tight. All right, let's go to DH. I already think I know who's going to win. Yeah, JD Martinez wins this one. 4-4, tied up.
4-4. We came back, kid.
It's tied up. All right, let's go to the rotation. So, Rotation wise, I will probably take
Rotation overall, yeah.
rotation overall. Okay. Hold up. I need to look up some stats here. Give me a second. Who are you guys taking? I know you're going to
Mets.
say your respective teams, but
Sonny Gray is the only good pitcher there.
Nick, can you attest to that?
I mean, based off ERA, he's not, but I'm kind of just going off ERA. But I'm
Favorite
looking.
stat?
I mean, if we're going off ERA, we're pretty much even.
All right, I'm gonna take the Mets starting rotation, and then I'm going to take the Cardinals bullpen. So scratch 5-5. So
All right,
even.
so not that
All
hot
right.
of a take,
No.
talent wise. And if you consider the scratch on Nimmo and Burleson, I mean, 5.5, 5.5. It's dead even.
It's even. It's even.
A take. One team's 500, 2 games under, and the other team is 10 under. Go figure.
All right. Let's talk about the New York Yankees. All right. Enough about these shitty teams under 500, and you guys can all mute yourselves now and turn your headphones off. Let's talk about the real fucking team here, the best team in Major League Baseball, okay? So we have 2 players on this team. Both of them lead the league in OPS. They go by the name of Aaron Judge and Juan Soto. Aaron Judge also leads the league in home runs. Juan Soto also has 17 home runs. Huh. I mean, what more do I have to say? We have the best record in baseball, the best team in baseball. Luis Hill won Pitcher of the Month. He's in Rookie of the Year voting. He's in Cy Young voting. And then Aaron Judge and Aaron Judge won Player of the Month because he's this is probably the best month he's ever had in his life. And Luis Hill just pitched another gem tonight. Like, the Yankees are the real fucking deal, man. All right? Besides losing Clark Schmidt, that is a blow. He's pitching very well. But Cole just had a rehab start tonight. He went 3 1/3, 5 Ks. I know it's AA, so not much talent. But let me tell you something, boys. This Yankee team got me feeling different. And you know what's different from last year? These guys have played every single game. There's been no days taken off. Soto's been playing every game. Judge has played every game. Volpe has played every game. Like, they're playing every game. There's no limit. And Luis Hill, another great game. 5 innings pitched, 1 hit, 5 Ks, 1.8 for you. Like, this team's different, man. We're winning it all. I'll put any money on the line you want. This is the fucking real deal this year, okay? New York is finally going to feel something. We've had the Knicks fail. We've had the Rangers fail. New York is going to have a fucking winner this year, and that's going to be the New York Yankees at the end of the year. They're going to be holding up that trophy, and Aaron Judge is going to reclaim his position, which he should have never lost it, as the King of New York. All right? That's it. I'm done.
You want to? So I saw a video earlier today about the Yankees saying this guy said the Yankees are not the real deal this year because they haven't played anyone tough. And I just went back and looked at like their whole record. They've played 5 series, I guess that's the word, against a team over 500. And in that video, he said the Yankees aren't the real deal because any team they played over 500, they lost that series, and they only lost 1 series over teams against 500 or better.
And it was the Orioles. That was it. That's the only team that scares me. The Orioles. Only team that scares me.
You beat Milwaukee, you beat Cleveland, you beat Minnesota. Just sitting there watching this video, and I'm like, I know I hate the Yankees and all, but I mean, for the first 60 games, I mean, the Yankees are playing pretty good baseball.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I still think the Phillies are better.
They're not better. Explain how they're better. Go ahead. 2 minute. 2 minute spot. Tell me how they're
I
better.
just think the Phillies are better.
Okay, you think. So what goes into this thinking? There needs to be something to back it up.
I don't have all the stats in front of me.
Okay, so they're not better.
I'm not a Yankee fan. I'm not going to say they're the best team in the league, but I'm saying Philly's better. They've had the best record for the whole MLB until what, a day ago?
They're 5-5 in their last 10.
Okay.
Who
That's
have
the
they
only
played?
reason that the Yankees
Who have they played? Who have they
I
played?
didn't look through their schedule. We're not going to
Who
argue
did they
about
play?
this.
Who did they play last?
The Cardinals,
What did they do against the Cardinals?
2-1.
Okay. What did they play before that? You know what? How about this?
What, brother?
If the Yankees, when the Los Angeles Dodgers come into town this weekend, if the Yankees win that series, they're the best team in the league. It's going to be a hot ticket Saturday night, let me tell you. Yamamoto, the crowd is going to be eating him alive in New York. I'm trying to think of a chant. I don't know what the chant's going to be. There's going to be some kind of chant. You know there is. There's the FL Tuve chant, and this guy broke a lot of Yankee fans' heart. There's going to be a chant for this guy.
Yama no show.
Yama Sako. I don't know. We'll see.
That wasn't that good.
No.
You know what team's really surprising? That's really good? Kansas City Royals.
You know what other team's really good? I'm sorry.
You're not even gonna let me. Yeah, I'm gonna make my point. Salvador Perez, Bobby Witt Jr., Seth Lugo. Shout out ex-Met. That's all I wanted to say. Kansas City Royals, impressive.
Always has to come back to the Mets, huh, Nick? Seth Lugo is actually
Yankees.
Seth Lugo has the best odds to win AL Cy Young right now, which is fucking insane.
He got lit up today, though.
Did get lit up today. But the point I wanted to make is the Guardians. They have the first overall pick in the draft this year, and they're playing very good baseball right now. So that's fucking great to see. They're gonna get someone like Charlie Condon who hits like 1 million home runs, and I think he's batting like 750 or something. Or they're gonna get that guy Yock Caglione or Travis Bazzana. Like there's some studs in this draft, and yeah. But let's talk about this this lifetime ban, man. Pirates guy, right? He was gambling on games. Padres. He was gambling on games, and he got a lifetime ban. Is this the first lifetime ban in Major League Baseball for gambling since Pete Rose?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Except for Ippei, if you count him.
Yeah. Well, we're not going to count him and Otani, but we'll just brush that under the rug.
That's what happened.
Yeah,
seriously.
He even bet on the Pirates when he was on the team.
True.
Yeah.
That was dumb. That was doubly dumb. And I think he's lost quite a bit of money too. Like he's down like 80 grand or something betting on the team he has the most knowledge about. It's like, dude,
that's kind of
probably
crazy.
should stop.
It says he has made 387 bets totaling in more than 150 grand.
Wow.
From October of 22 to July through November of last year.
That's big L's.
He's 80 grand. He's 80 grand in the hole, I think.
Super big L's.
Yep. It says first active banned under sports gambling since New York Giants outfielder Jimmy O'Connell in 24. Pete's active career hits leader famously agreed to a lifetime ban in 1989.
Petey Rose. You know what's crazy though? Pete Rose actually had a very good career. This guy's kind of a nobody, so people just forget about him.
Yeah, he was super mid. Pete Rose, pretty good career. He had an all-time career, buddy.
Yeah. Well,
how many? Like 15,000 hits or something like that. Just insane.
I didn't want to suck him too much, but he had a once in a lifetime career.
I mean, how stupid can you be, honestly?
It's gonna come back to get you eventually, right?
Like,
not worth it.
Do you think these people who get all this money realize that no matter what they do, it's gonna make it to the media?
I mean, not the media, but like the people who investigate this shit. It's like they're gonna find out. You're not like,
yeah. Then it goes to the media.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Here's the thing. I don't like sports betting that much, and that's probably a hot take for a sports podcast. But here's my reason. I think like the thrill of winning on a very small bet is cool for like the common people, the people who are just like the working class or, not the superstars. But when you have like millions or hundreds of thousands of dollars in like revenue, why don't you invest it? Just invest it in the market like a normal person. Like just create generational wealth. Why are you trying to hit it big on a sports bet?
Yeah.
We play with
most likely rigged.
That's most likely rigged and not in your favor. We play with $5 to win like 50. It's like the thrill. Whereas, they're betting tens of thousands of dollars. Just invest it. I wish I had their money.
Yeah, so did I. My life would be so different. But it's not.
Listen to this. It says he won 4.3% of all of his bets.
That means he sucked. He was putting in bets like I do on Football Sunday. Hail Marys.
You could blindfold me and I'd do better.
I think our
That's crazy, bro. I mean, like, if you're gonna bet it, you gotta, and especially on the sport that you're betting on, like, you gotta know your stuff at least.
Yeah, I mean, come on. If you're gonna bet on a sport you play for, you should at least, know what's going on here, man. That's just L. Complete L.
That's just how to ruin your life 101.
But all right, let's talk about this quick contract that went down this week or yesterday actually, and then wrap this biddy up. So, Mr. Justin Jefferson got paid. They backed the Brinks truck up over there in Minnesota. They made my man the most highest paid NFL player in the league. Highest paid wide receiver in the league. Sorry about that.
Non-QB.
Quarterback.
Non-quarterback. And I think rightfully so. I think he's the best receiver in the league. He's only 24. And you know what I like that the NFL does is they do these shorter term contracts, like 3 years, 4-year extensions. It's not like you're locking all this money up for 10 years like a baseball team does. So, I mean, he deserved it, rightfully so. And it's crazy because it's just going to set the market for whoever gets an extension next. Tyreek Hill's talking about an extension. He wants to stay with the Dolphins long term, which sucks because now Tua needs an extension. So it's just going to be interesting how they work through all that money because it's going to be a lot of money to have tied into Tyreek, Tua, and Jalen Waddle because Jalen Waddle just got paid as well. So it's interesting. It's going to be interesting to see the first $100 million player, probably a quarterback in high school right now, maybe in elementary school. But definitely I would say within the next 6 years, we'll have a $100 million quarterback. I don't see why not. It's just the way, what are we at? 60 million for quarterbacks or 50 million right now?
More up there.
Yeah. So
Somewhere in the middle, yeah.
$100 million quarterback is definitely on the horizon.
You can't forget CMC reset the market too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Running back got paid. You don't see that anymore.
19 mil a year, 2-year deal.
He got a raise. He got paid already. He got paid in San Francisco. He got a raise.
My man got a raise. Rightfully so. He is the best running back in the league, right?
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
NFL is dishing out money, but honestly, the NFL makes a shit ton of money. I would say it's probably the highest revenued sport, right?
I don't know if I can agree.
I think so.
So I saw this earlier today. You guys know who Jordan Poole is?
Yes, basketball.
How he's like a mid basketball player?
Yes.
His contract is the same as the best wide receiver in the NFL.
Yeah, but I don't know. I still think NFL makes the most revenue. Like, I can guarantee you, like, if we put 100 people in a room, I bet 75 people watch the Super Bowl, and I bet 30 to 40 people watch the NBA Finals.
Well, I mean, I could agree with you on that.
I think day in, day out, I think football makes the most money. And it's just harder to dish out those contracts because there's 53 players on a football roster. There's how many on a basketball roster? 10?
13, I think.
13, right? Like, so you have to allocate all that money throughout 53 players, whereas 13 players, you can kind of pay mid guys.
No, yeah, I get what you're saying. I just think like the comparison is just crazy, like contract wise.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Number one wide receiver in the league has the same contract as a guy who gets like 25 minutes on the court.
Yeah, no, definitely. I agree.
It's crazy, yeah. I mean, so just to put it in perspective, I actually have the list. So NFL is number 1, baseball number 2, and we have the Premier League, soccer number 3, followed by the NBA and the NHL.
So the NBA is 4th on that list?
4th
Wow.
behind soccer.
That's crazy. I get baseball. I mean, 162 games, you better generate some damn revenue.
I think it's crazy how, I guess you could say, little hockey players like make, because
Oh, yeah.
they have like almost the most physical outside of football.
Oh, for sure.
Like they get beat the hell up. They be losing teeth and everything, and they're doing that for like $10 million.
Yeah, I just think a lot less people watch hockey.
Yeah,
Like,
but I mean,
number 5.
hockey's a great playoff sport.
No, yeah, it's great, but I don't think, like, I don't watch hockey. Jimmy doesn't watch hockey. Like, that's already 2 people out of 3. Now for NBA, I don't watch NBA. Jimmy doesn't watch NBA. You watch NBA. Again, 2 out of 3. NFL, we all watch the NFL. MLB, we all watch the MLB. Just makes sense. It adds up. Small sample size. but
Very small.
it adds up, right? But all right, let's wrap this ting up. Appreciate y'all. Hope you have a wonderful Wednesday evening. And we'll be back next week. So whatever you need, you can find us on social media. And if you don't need us, well, we'll be back next week. Peace out.